New York City. They say if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Problem is, they don't tell you where to eat.
This sure ain't the cordon bleu.
In this series, we're traveling around New York City trying to figure out the best place for brunches. We're talking food, we're talking drinks. If they got unlimited mimosas, best believe I'm gonna be there. This is New Brunch City. On the corner of Park Avenue and 30th Street, Clio, New York brings a rich Mediterranean dining experience with a bit of European, North African, and Middle Eastern culture to Manhattan's nomad neighborhood. Chef Danny Amola draws from a diverse culture to create richly textured plates which provides a warm social dining experience in Clio Mediterraneo, including everything from classic to modern cocktails along with local craft beers, bottle service, and an international selection of wine and champagne. Chef Danny's interest in cross-cultural cuisine was first inspired by his experience growing up with a Moroccan father and Japanese mother. He trained at the prestigious Culinary Institute of America in New York and began his career in Japan. In 2006, he opened his own restaurant where he met Katusha Yuchi. The relationship led him to his current role heading to Clio, New York, and his sister restaurant in Los Angeles. Open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, Clio invites both business outings and inclusive shared plate gatherings in the front dining room, brimming with eye-catching artwork. The first thing that caught my eye about this place was the artwork. Artwork is everywhere in this building, and a lot of it I appreciate and enjoy, but there's just one artwork I was just very confused about. I had no clue what it was or what it was supposed to be. You know, it definitely caught my eye. It's hard to miss. You know, and definitely will have you and whoever you're having brunch or dinner with, you know, it's a conversation starter trying to figure out what exactly is that thing above your head. I couldn't figure out whether it was elbows, whether it was knees. I gave up after a while. So they had this DJ Louie, who was playing non-stop house music all day long. Now, you know, I'm gonna give it credit where credit is due. He kept the songs playing. He kept the music. There was never a moment where there was no music playing. But oh man, I definitely got tired of all that goddamn house music after a while. House music is cool, but not throughout the whole meal. That's just me. They had a nice little setup towards the bathroom. They had, you know, it says time to boogie on your way down. And you have these nice little artworks down. They got this cute little red carpet that you get to walk down and walk up. And it's all fancy. I thought it was pretty cute. But, you know, one of the first things I like to do when I go to a spot for dinner or for brunch or whatever, I like to see how clean the bathroom is. You know, me and my OCD, if, you know, the bathroom dirty, I feel like the whole restaurant dirty. You know, so... You know, the restroom or the boogie room is downstairs, and the women's bathroom has this necklace where the guy's bathroom has this little top hat. I thought the top hat was kind of cool. That was a cute little thing, you know. And I'm telling you, this bathroom was pretty spotless. One of the cleanest bathrooms I've seen on this show so far. You guys gonna see a couple of bathrooms on this series. I'm telling you, this is probably one of the cleanest ones I've seen so far. You know, smells like hotel bathrooms. You know, the funny thing is, I don't really eat the type of food I eat when I come to do an episode of New Brunch City. So I like doing the show because it allows me to try new things. Not gonna lie though, I had no clue how to use that sink. I didn't know whether that's how the sink was supposed to look. I didn't know it was supposed to open, or there was like a secret compartment or anything like that. But you know, it's a different style, you know. Fancy schmancy. What can I say? Just fancy. One of the reasons why I decided to do this show is so I could try new things. And, you know, when I look at menus, I never know what I want to eat. I usually just go for what stuff I recognize. But I was like, you know what? I want to try something different. I'm going to go ahead today and order something I usually wouldn't order. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to go with the salmon and the egg benedict. They gave us some sparkling spring water, Saratoga. You know, I've definitely had my fair share of water. It didn't taste like the water I'm used to, though. You know, they also gave us Bellini. You know, and I had no clue what a Bellini was until I had Savon explain it to me.
It is a peach Bellini.
What is Bellini?
It is any type of flavor, usually orange with prosecco. That is what Bellini is, but we're having the peach because I prefer that flavor.
So I had the egg benedict smoked salmon.
So I'm having the lapa wrap, which is pretty much Mediterranean wrap with cucumbers, tomatoes, and feta cheese, and salt and pepper fries.
Now, usually I don't order anything that have to do with egg benedict, but I wanted to try something new, especially since I knew I get to mix the different flavors of the smoked salmon, the hash brown, the English muffin. You know, I thought maybe this would be something different to try, and it definitely was different. You know, I was expecting the salmon to be a little, you know, thicker than that, meatier than that. It was very thin. I almost thought it was cooked raw at first, but I found out that they cooked it a little different. It's smoked, but it's not like it was done. I think it was glazed, if I'm not mistaken. Now I usually don't go for egg Benedicts. It's not my type of thing, but the texture of this was pretty good. I really did enjoy the texture of this meal. I wasn't expecting the salmon to be so cold, but it worked with the whole breakfast altogether. The texture of the egg was pretty good, I thought it was seasoned very well, properly as well. And all the flavors when it comes together. It definitely gave me a taste that I wasn't expecting, but I actually did enjoy. At first glance, if I saw this meal, I'd probably be like, oh, I don't want this, but after tasting it, I actually pretty enjoyed it. The meal was so good, I was like, it's good enough to start this whole series off with. That's how good it was, and I don't really eat egg benedict, anything with egg benedict at all, and I was pretty impressed with this one, I'm still thinking about this meal to this day. That's how good it was, I really did enjoy this meal. It wasn't what I was expecting, but it was a lot better than I thought it would be.
This last stuff, did I say it right? No, it's a laffa wrap, Mediterranean laffa wrap. The thing is, I love fries, but you have shoestring fries, you tend to like them 10 times faster than big fries. So the trick is to trick your mind into slowing down the eating of your fries by getting big fries. And I'm talking curly fries instead of Cajun fries, jumbo fries instead of shoestring fries. Now the shoestring, that I'm just gonna eat like a whole lot more because it's there.
To finish off this brunch, we also got some more drinks, and Savannah wasn't a big fan of it. I thought it was okay. It was a bit strong, but it's not, the name of a drink wasn't something you can remember from the tip of the tongue. I can't even tell you what the name of the drink is right now if you ask me. But it's not my favorite drink to order right now for brunch, but it was definitely worth to try. It was definitely interesting to try.
What is this drink again?
It is called, I don't know, what's it again? Aperol Spritz. Aperol Spritz.
I had a wonderful time dining at Cleo. Our waitress, Sophia K, she was such a doll. She made sure she helped out. She saw me picking at my food and was wondering if everything was okay. She's like, everything cool? You enjoying your meal? Like, she made sure we had a great dining experience. So shout out to the people who's working hard over there at Cleo's. And I think if you guys are looking to have brunch this weekend, definitely check out Cleo. They got my positive review. I got 2 thumbs up.